Have you ever tried so hard to do business the right way that you accidentally lost yourself in the process? Maybe you got caught up in strategy or pressure or expectations, and suddenly the business that once felt fun and expressive now feels heavy. If that sounds familiar, today's episode is going to feel like a deep breath you didn't know you needed. Because I'm breaking down the 3 guiding principles that pull me back to myself every time. The 3 C's that shape every decision I make in my business: creativity, color, and confidence. These aren't buzzwords, they're anchors, and they might just help you create your own. Hey friend, and welcome back to Sparkle and Shine. I'm Cassandra, your creative biz bestie and the heart behind Pretty Pineapple Bead, where I make colorful, confidence-boosting jewelry for women who want to feel vibrant, bold, and totally themselves. Today's episode is a little bit story time, a little bit business coaching, and a whole lot of personal honesty. Because these 3 C's aren't just the things I talk about, they're things I lean on when I feel stuck, overwhelmed, or disconnected. My hope is that by the end of this episode, you'll start to uncover your own guiding principles, the values that make your business uniquely yours. So let's dive in. Let's start with the first C, creativity, the heartbeat of pretty much everything I do. For the longest time, creativity came naturally. It's how Pretty Pineapple Beads started. It's how I felt calm and centered, making jewelry anywhere I could, on the porch, at the park, at my mom's house, even on the floor sometimes. But over the last year, something shifted. I stopped creating. Not because I didn't want to, but because I felt suffocated by my own inventory. I had so many pieces already made that I started believing I wasn't allowed to make new things until I sold the old stock. It completely froze my creativity. And here's what I learned. Creativity dies when you turn it into a punishment. Creativity thrives when you let it be a permission slip. Last weekend, for the first time in almost a year, I let myself create again. No rules, no pre-planned strategy, no, what do I think I need to make the algorithm happy? No, I just sat down with my beads, took a breath, and let myself create. And I made a mini collection that I called Color Pops. It's bright, playful, loud, totally me. And no, it didn't sell out. No, it didn't magically change my life. But when I shared it, the engagement was better than usual. And I started to feel alive again. Creativity saved me from burnout. It reminded me that making something just because it feels good is a legitimate business strategy, because when you feel good, your business flows differently. To me, creativity in business isn't just about making jewelry. It's also the way you solve problems, plan launches, write content, think outside the typical solutions, and add your artistic touch wherever it naturally fits. Creativity is your fingerprint, your magic, your style, and business gets so much easier when you let it lead. The second C is color. Color has always been my personal non-negotiable. Rainbows make me feel happy and balanced with a sense of harmony, like everything's lining up exactly as it's supposed to. And honestly, I believe color is emotional. We express ourselves through color even when we don't realize we're doing it. So of course, it became a huge part of my brand. But the moment I really claimed color as my thing, that was at markets. Over and over again, people would walk up and say, "Wow, your booth is so bright, colorful, and cheerful. This makes me happy just looking at it." That's when I realized the color, it wasn't just for me. It was part of the experience that I was creating. Most jewelry brands lean towards minimalist, metal, dainty chains, neutrals, and soft tones. And that's gorgeous for them. But that's not my lane. I want to be known as the brand that makes women feel alive, vibrant, bold, expressive, a little bit extra in the best way possible. I did try to tone things down once. A boutique had asked me to make simpler, more neutral pieces because her customers weren't really into the bright designs. So I did. And the sales didn't change at all. Not even a little bit. In fact, it felt worse. My pieces started to feel inauthentic. And the boutique, they eventually stopped carrying my jewelry anyway. That's when I learned, if you minimize your style to fit in, your magic disappears. And nothing sells without your magic. Color gives me joy, playfulness, calmness, and a sense of peace. It pulls me into the present moment. It lets me see the possibilities before the piece even exists. And while kids do love my sparkly, colorful booth, my jewelry is not made for kids. It's for the women like me who use color as a source of confidence, creativity, and personal expression. Color is the soul of my brand. And I want you to own whatever your version of color is, whether it's simplicity, luxury, storytelling, nostalgia, or something else entirely. Now, the third C, that's the hardest one, confidence. Confidence isn't something I wake up with every day. It's something I practice, sometimes imperfectly. There are parts of running a business that still feel scary for me, like talking to people at markets. Yeah, I'm kind of an introvert. Small talk can feel like climbing a mountain for me. But when I show up confidently, even if I have to fake it just a little bit, everything shifts. People feel that energy. They respond to it. Wearing my favorite colorful jewelry helps too. It's like armor, but sparkly. And then this year, confidence showed up in a big way with my pricing. Repricing my entire shop after putting it off for a few years was uncomfortable. It felt like stepping into a bigger version of myself before I believed I deserved it. But here's what changed everything. I actually sat down and did the math, and I realized I was basically charging wholesale prices while selling retail, meaning I wasn't even making a product when boutiques took their cut. And like many small business owners, I was undercharging because I wanted things to feel affordable. But affordability means nothing if it drains the business. My new pricing gives me confidence because it's rooted in fact, not fear. I know what every piece costs. I know what my time is worth. And I know I'm building something sustainable. Honestly, this podcast, it's also been a huge confidence practice for me. Every week, I ask myself, well, who am I to teach this? What makes me an expert? But the truth is, I am the expert of my own journey. And sharing what I'm learning in real time is maybe the most valuable thing I can offer. Confidence is action, not a personality trait. Every time you show up, even when you doubt yourself, you are building confidence. Let's turn this inward for a moment. If you're listening and thinking, I want my own guiding principles, here are a few journal prompts to help you uncover them. Number 1, what 3 values or qualities do I want my business to embody? Number 2, when I feel overwhelmed or disconnected, what brings me back to myself? Number 3, what do I want people to feel when they interact with my brand? Number 4, what decisions have felt most aligned and what guided those decisions? And number 5, what makes my business uniquely mine? There's no right answer. Your guiding principles don't have to match mine. They don't even have to match each other. They just have to feel grounding. And like confidence, they get stronger the more you use them. Here's the truth. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't need perfect clarity. You don't need a flawless business strategy. You just need a few core beliefs that feel like home. Creativity, color, confidence. These are the things I come back to when everything feels messy, overwhelming, or uncertain. They don't necessarily protect me from the hard parts of business, but they help me recenter myself so I can keep moving. Your 3 guiding principles will do the same for you. This week's challenge is simple. Define your own 3 guiding principles. What 3 qualities shape you, ground you, or inspire you? Name them, describe them, own them. Then DM me over at Sparkle and Shine Podcast or tag me in your stories. I would love to see what you discover. And if you want to go deeper with these conversations, come join me over on Substack. Every week, we unpack the episode in a more personal way. And my paid subscribers get access to weekly printables that go along with each episode. It's such a fun space for reflection, journaling, and growth. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope this episode helps you reconnect with the heart of your business and gives you permission to build something that feels like you. If this episode resonated with you, it would mean the world if you left a review or shared it with a biz bestie. Every share helps this podcast grow and reach more creative entrepreneurs. Until next time, keep creating, keep growing your business one colorful, confident step at a time, and most of all, keep shining.